My name is Richie Tibergen. Everybody calls me Richie T. Because my name's really, it looks more dangerous than what it is. But so Richie T. I was at this printing company here for 15 years when the previous owner sold it to Luke. And so Luke and I are essentially co-founders of Whiskey Dickerson, which was born out of necessity. Right after he bought the company, COVID hit, and we were looking at each other with nothing to do. He had always, when he bought the company, he had always wanted to start his own thing, his own brand. That was the reason why he bought the printing company. And so we spitballed for a year, 2 years, trying to come up with something, come up with a name. I came up with the name Whiskey Dickerson, partially out of our love for bourbon. We did a lot of whiskey drinking when we were sitting around scheming, coming up with ideas. And fell upon the name, and then the brand itself just grew from there. The idea behind one of the things I think was potentially a deal breaker with Luke buying the company, because I'm pretty set in my ways, my principles, my values, very American driven, and so it was a relief to find out that he shared those same values when he bought the company. So immediately we hit it off, and very ideal driven, individuals. And so, yeah, it's been a labor of love, trying to make the brand what it is. So I was thrown into, with the printing company, I was kind of thrown to the sharks as a graphic artist. It's really funny. I get a lot of grief from the guys on the floor because I'm actually colorblind. So to be a graphic artist with that, hindrance, it's daunting sometimes, but we overcome, right? So anyway, when Luke bought the company and realized that he had, everything to his disposal, right, to facilitate his idea of having a brand, he had me and a production manager with the shop, graphic artist. I think that's one of the things that sets our brand apart from the herd, a very crowded herd of product lines like these, is that we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk. We actually, from scratch, build every design and print every shirt ourselves. And I think that's a distinction, from the other people that are out there doing this thing. More often than not, there will be something newsworthy, something very topical, and immediately my texts start going off from him, hey, we got to get on this, We try to steer away from that. There's a hot market when it comes to this type of branding and this stuff. And you can get caught up in that. You can live and die by that. And there are brands out there that do, that's their bread and butter. And hats off to them if they can turn product that quickly. We're looking for something with a little bit more of a shelf life to it, when it comes to our designs. And again, they speak to our values and the way we were raised, very Americana. I think Whiskey Dickerson, is synonymous with that whole Americana, tough, hard grit, fighting for what you believe in. And so those ideas come very easy. How they manifest on a shirt or a hat is a totally different animal. I know as a graphic artist, I'll throw everything his way and not even half of it sticks, and that's all right. That's the great thing about our partnership, is we're not afraid to 86 something. If it doesn't, what I might think is just going to be the next big thing. After he's done trashing it on me, I realize, yeah, you know what? That isn't as cool as I thought, and vice versa. It's a cool give and take that we have. Some of the things we get away with are a little obnoxious, pushing the envelope a little bit. And of course, those are the ones that sell, right? Those are the ones that everybody gravitates towards, because at the end of the day, even the most introverted, subdued person wants to wear their opinion out loud. And that's something obviously that we bring to the table. So yeah, some of the more adamant ones, for instance, the one that I have on right now, you're looking at it all crazy. What is it? this is a conversation starter, and that's what I love about a lot of the designs that we do. That's what they're merely about. They speak to maybe we're that bumper sticker that has people honking at us, and I think that's a cool way to go. What sets Dickerson apart from a lot of conservative brands that are out there doing it, whatever. We don't lean hard in one direction. You'll see a lot of Second Amendment branded shirts and military, schemes. We love all of those things, and they all live under the same roof here. I think what Dickerson, the appeal that we'd like to have is to the blue collar, everyday American who gets it. You don't necessarily have to have an overt, outspoken political opinion or social opinion about anything. At the end of the day, we're not red, we're not blue, we're not black or white. We are Americans first, and I hope that that's the appeal that people get from the Whiskey Dickerson line is that it's all about being American.